Any of the FastCap tape measures with a yellow ring on it basically means it's metric and standard, or metric and imperial. If we pull this one out and look at the detail on him, we have imperial down one side of the tape measure and a metric down the other. On the imperial measurements, you will get a black triangle at every foot or 12 inches and a red mark at every 16 or 32 or 48 inches. The 16-inch is a standard centre for floor joists and also wall stud work. So 16, 32 and 48. Also, when we get down to the details of the tape measure, we're going to have our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and carrying on. After every foot, again we'll go 1 foot 1, 1 foot 2, 1 foot 3, 1 foot 4 and continuing. And the 1, 2, 3, 4 will start again after every full foot that we're talking about. When we come down to the smaller measurements, we will find that the little red is talking about a 16th. So we've got 1/16, 3/16, 5/16, 7/16, 9/16, 11/16 and onwards. The slightly larger or longer lines are 1/8 of an inch. We've got 1/8, 3/8, 5/8 and 7/8. Longer lines again show us we've got a 1/4 inch, a 1/2 inch or a 3/4, and the longest lines are showing the full inch, inch, inch and inch. On the metric side of the tape measure, we'll have red at every 100, 200 and 300 millimeters, going all the way through at the 100 millimeter points. When we come to the smaller numbers, basically at every full number or a 5, we have a slightly elongated line. As we come to the millimeters, they get shorter lines for 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8 and 9 millimeters, just to really break those down into those smaller units. All of the FastCap tape measures have some features which work across the board. So they all have a writing pad. So it's fantastic. You take your measurement, you can physically write on there wherever it might want to be so you don't forget it. When you finish with that and you're happy, just wet up your finger or your thumb and you can soon wipe that off. What they also have is a pencil sharpener built in. So you're out on site and your pencil sharp or your pencil's getting blunt, easily sharpening back up. We also have a really good spring belt clip. If you don't want to use the belt clip, just unscrew it and take it off if you're just going to use it within your workshop normally. Otherwise, use your belt clip just to hold your pencil, perhaps while you're working. On the other side of it, as we pull the tape measure out, we can physically lock him off in any particular position. If you then want to release it in, you can either just fully release it, or if you pull him out, there's also a button underneath and you can let him come in much slower. What they all have in common is 4 rivets, which is a lot of rivets to actually hold this very, very accurately. It holds the end tab, but it also allows the end tab to move in and out. So we have to use it pushed in for internal measurements and pushed out for external measurements. The movement on the black tab allows for the thickness of the fold down on the end of him. The black tab also has a little slot in it. The idea of the slot is if you're doing longer work, you can literally bang a nail in the center of one joist that you're working on. You can clip that onto that nail, pull your tape measure out a long, long way, and then you can mark out your centers for all your other joists. So the tape measures all come with a rugged case. The ones which have got imperial measurements on them also on the back will say it's a 3-inch offset for the size of the body, which means if you were measuring into a corner, you could read the measurement and add the 3 inches so you get a proper measurement for your external size. For more detail of any of our FastCap tape measures, check us out at woodworkersworkshop.co.uk. Remember, we do ship worldwide, and look at us on our social media channels as well.